Now I don't know if she put some in my drink. I don't know if she did that or not, but unfortunately, I just couldn't take any chances with that in Colombia because they're known for doing that.
Yeah, okay, 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 it's us.
So Floyd, do you have any word or any other advice that you want to give anyone that's going to Colombia for the first time?
Yes, I do want to give advice. If you have the money, get two Airbnbs. Don't get one. Don't be kicked on tender cold approach, but just to add that layer extra of security for your stuff because women do steal. They do use Scopolamine to put in your drinks, to blow it in your face, or they touch you with it. And their main intention is to take your stuff. They're not trying to off you, though it can't happen. They're just trying to take your stuff without you resisting. So to avoid that, always have two Airbnbs. Have a main place for your stuff, like a hotel or something like that, and then get an Airbnb for you. They got Airbnbs for $20 a night. They got Airbnbs for $10 a night. If you want something more comfortable, it's $25 a night. And when you have someone coming through, make sure you have make sure you have an Airbnb for the kind that they're coming through, and make sure you plan all your stuff out if you're gonna go on a date with them. You know what I mean?
No, this is good. Ta, 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 ta. Yeah.
This cool guy 7 minutes, please.
No shame in my game. You're not cooking.
You're distracting me.
I'm
Let's go.
not cooking now.
I gotta cook. I gotta cook.
I'm not cooking.
You know, if you feel like you're gonna get lucky, you feel like you're gonna bring it back to your place, always have two Airbnbs. You put most of your stuff in your main Airbnb at your hotel. And if you have a phone, make sure you have a burner phone. Use your burner phone. Don't use your main phone. Always have your burner phone with you. Something cheap. And if they take it, well, there's nothing on it anyways. You know what I mean? So, and make sure you tell the guards and you tell the receptionist and get to know, be friends with the receptionist. Be friends with the receptionist. Talk to the receptionist. Be cool with the guards. But let them know if I ever bring somebody over, don't let them in because I would never do that. Let them know you'll never bring nobody over. You want to meet them, they either have love hotels or Airbnbs. Or I'm saying Airbnb. The love hotel, you're going to spend about the same amount of money. You're going to spend $20 for like 4 hours at a love hotel. So you might as well just get an Airbnb because you get that for the whole day. You know what I mean? So that's what I would do. Have two places.
That is a issue, and it's been going on for a minute now, man. With this scopolamine stuff, man, everyone's getting scoped and stuff out there, man. You know, because originally I was supposed to go, because I know I said before I went to Brazil, but originally I was supposed to go to Colombia, Brazil, Argentina. However, I changed my mind because it can get a little pricey going from country to country to country.
Mm.
So I just decided to stick to Brazil. So I went to Rio and Sao Paulo. But I kind of wish I would have gone to Colombia. But one of my main reasons was because of that scopolamine stuff, man. I was like, man, I ain't trying to deal with that. Not saying I'm going out there for the wrong reasons, but it's just like I'm not trying to be paranoid at all times, trying to see who's gonna slip something in my drink or blow something in my face because it comes in different formats, right? In different
Yeah, different
forms.
formulas. Yeah. And the thing is, they normally put in alcohol because it's stronger when they put it in alcohol as opposed to a regular drink. So I just recommend that if you walk away from your drink on a date, you're done with it. You're done with anything you walk away from that's
Mhm.
edible, you're done with it. You don't even need it. It's not worth it, man. Um, yeah, that's for anything though. Like if you walk away, just know you're done with your food, man. Just be done with your food. Um, People want to be cheap and they don't want to have a second Airbnb, but that's on them. You know, I come in and warn you about things. I let you know this is what I would do. And I think that's one of the main reasons why I don't get drugged is because for one, I'm too vigilant for that. But for two, I don't bring them back to my main place unless I really know them and they're cool. You know what I mean? Like if I just meet you, I'm gonna bring you back to this Airbnb. And the excuse that I'll make up is I'm still moving stuff over. You know, I mean, I'm still moving stuff over, so it's taking a little bit more time than anticipated. Here's my new spot, and that's what I tell them.
So Floyd, do you mind sharing with the audience? I think you made a live stream a while ago talking about the time you almost got scoped. Can you talk about that situation?
I can talk about it for a little bit. So I was
Yeah.
at a restaurant, And I went on this Tinder date, and I know I shouldn't have did. I went on a Tinder date, and I was talking, waiting for my food and stuff. I already had my drink out. They get like an open cup, and I was looking away because I was looking at something, and I saw her hand I saw her hand pull back over my drink when I turned around. So I got paranoid and left. I just got up and left. Now I don't know if she put something in my drink. I don't know if she did that or not, but unfortunately, I just couldn't take any chances with that in Colombia because they're known for doing that. They'll drug you and they'll have you leave immediately, or they'll try to have you leave or something like that. And they got a lot of different substances that are slow acting. Like they got substances that are like really slow acting, to where they can be like, hey, I mean, I take effect right away, but you'll probably feel it later, And personally, I'm not taking that chance when dealing with women in Colombia that are known for doing that. So I wasn't going to take that chance. Did she? I don't know, but I'm not taking that chance. Why is your hand over my drink? You know what I mean? Like why is your hand over my drink? You know what I mean? It shouldn't be there.
And another thing that I heard that they do in Colombia, I don't know how accurate it is, but I heard it from some people. But supposedly they tell you, hey, let me make you a drink or something, and make you juice, and they'll slip something in there and then give it to you, and then bam, that's it. You're scoped.
Yeah, I've had a woman come over my place, and she said, I want to buy you something. I want to buy you like some. So they got these little they call them ice cream, but they're not ice cream, like a little fruit thing, like a little cup of fruit you can eat and stuff like that. She's like, I'm gonna buy you one and bring it over. I said, I don't want one. I'm okay. You don't need to buy it for me. It's okay. We'll get something to eat when we go out. And she was like, no, I insist. I want you to try this. So now I'm paranoid. I'm like, why you keep pushing this? I told you no. Why are you pushing this? So she brings it over, and I told her I'm okay. I'll try it later. I'll put it in the refrigerator, and I'll try it later. And she got upset that I didn't try. I'm like, look.
Yeah, that's a little suspicious.
Yeah, I'm like, look, I'm not eating this. You know what I mean? I'll eat it later. And she just got really bad about it. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Bye, I love her. Let's go on our date. Go out, get something to eat, to know each other. Of course, I still hit, but it was just one of those things that like threw me off. Like, was you trying to drug me and rob me? Like what are you trying to do? So I just threw it away. I didn't eat it. I just threw it away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would have done the same thing, man. If they're like, if they keep telling you, hey, have this, in a place like Medellin or Colombia, I don't know, I'm gonna be a little suspicious about that. I'm like, I don't know about that. So you did the right thing, and you still did. So you still got the end result you wanted.
Yeah.
Me personally, I probably would have kicked the girl out. I'm like, nah, fam, I'm suspicious of you. I don't want you around me, but you still hit. So, hey, it is what it is at that point.
Yeah, it's just the way it is, man. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, you. But another thing, don't these Airbnbs and apartments have safe boxes?
They do, but how effective are they? You know what I mean? Like, they got keys on them. They can just take the key and open it up. You know what I mean? The one I was at didn't have it, but for the most part, like I said, you want a foolproof plan of your stuff not getting stolen. It's better to have a second place to put your stuff at. Do you want to lose $20,000 worth of stuff and lose your money and your debit cards and stuff like that, or would you rather lose something that's minimal? You know what I mean? What risk are you trying to take? Because for example, like I have my card is locked. Like, so you can lock, like Cash App, you can lock your card, right? So nobody can take money off of it. So what I'll do, I'll bring my Cash App card when I'm gonna go on a date. That's my burner card, so I can lock it. And if let's say I do get scoped and robbed and drugged, and they take my card and they can't get the money off of it because it's nothing to get off of it. You know what I mean? They can't do nothing with it. They take my burner phone, but at the end of the day, it's just a burner phone. I'm not about to sit here and run after you or be concerned about something that's just a phone that I use to call or text people. I can log into my WhatsApp through a different number. You know what I mean? So it's all about being cautious. That's all I gotta say.
All right, I feel you. Hey, man, that's your style. You want to have two Airbnbs. I mean, it's working so far, so you can't knock it, I guess. But I know some brothers, what they do is they have certain apartments that have security downstairs, and they check the ID. They have, in fact, they keep on to the ID and all that. And the only way they're going to let the visitor leave is if you come down with them. So I guess that could be sort of a solution for this issue. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's possible, but a lot of you gotta understand. Sometimes the guards work with these people, so you gotta understand. Being in Colombia, they're very corrupt, and them guards work with even the police because their priority is not your safety. Their money in Colombia doesn't rely on tourism. You know, they don't rely on tourism, and the fact is, guards will be bought and paid off too. If you can pay them to protect you. If you can pay them to protect you and look out for you, you can also pay them. People can pay them to look the other way. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I was in the bathroom when this happened, or they make an excuse up. So I just think that having your own secondary place is probably the best way to do it. I mean, you can still pay the guard, but at the end of the day, man, you give them $20. You give them like $20. You know what I mean? You might use that towards another Airbnb. You know what I mean?
So why do you think the Colombian government isn't protecting its tourists enough? Because if this would have happened in Dominican Republic, in Brazil, something would have happened by now. But in Colombia, it continuously keeps happening over and over and over on a weekly basis. So why do you think the government isn't protecting the tourists?
I think it's because they look at Americans as tourism, as tourists. They only come over for actual stuff like that, doing X stuff. And that's why they look at Western foreigners that come to their country. So they don't really care for us as much. I mean, they do care in the sense that we got money to spend in our country because it does contribute to their economy, but they don't rely on that. And they have to protect their own peoples first. And you're a tourist coming down to their country to engage in certain things that they believe that you're engaging in. And they figure if you're going to do that down here, why would we protect you? Why will we protect you?
Yeah, Colombian economy is not tourism based.
Yeah,
I've heard
it's
that.
not. Like if that happened in Brazil, the government would be after them. You know, in Colombia, nobody really cares. You know, I mean, so cops are corrupt in Colombia, and that's just the way it is. You take that risk when you leave America. I mean, cops are corrupt here too, but they're very corrupt overseas.
Vou passar na casa dele só pra dar uma relaxada. Sei que ele tá namorando, nem ligo, sou abusada. Ele gosta da sentada. Ele gosta da sentada. Que se foda ela, eu que sou só namorada. Ele gosta